Dramatism is a theory that was created by Kenneth Burke in 1945. The theory analyzes language and symbols as a mode of action rather than the means of conveying information. Kenneth Burke used the theory to help understand why people do the things they do.
There are three main assumptions of dramatism. 1. Humans are animals who use symbols. 2. Symbols and language form an important system for humans. 3. Humans are choice makers.
In 1991, the movie Thelma and Louise was released. The concept of the movie is of two females who attempt to escape their dull lives. They do this by facing many obstacles in their way, leading them being wanted for murder. The particular scene that we cover are them being cornered by law enforcement with the choice of being arrested or to drive off the cliff. After the viewing of this clip, we will apply a pentatic analysis to it.
Place your hands in plain view. Any failure to obey that command will be considered an act of aggression against us. I repeat, turn your engine off and place your hands in plain view.
What are you doing?
I'm not giving up.
Max, you gotta do something! How many times, Max? How many times that we're gonna be fucked over? Hey, listen! Will you pull yourself together now and listen to me? You calm down. Don't make me sorry I brought you.
Damn it! I repeat, cut your engine off and place your hands in plain view.
Okay, then listen. Let's not get caught.
What are you talking about?
Let's keep going.
What do you mean?
Go.
You sure?
Yeah. Get it.
Hey!
One of the steps in pentatic analysis is to apply the pentad to the drama. In this case of Thelma and Louise, the agency of this scene is the two women driving off the cliff. The act is suicide, the agents are obviously Thelma and Louise, and the scene is a desert car chase. And now for some concluding thoughts, we turn to Stephanie Weidman, a rhetorician and visiting assistant professor at SUNY Oswego in the Department of Communications.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for asking for me to speak here. One point that I try to make to students is one of the most common misconceptions about dramatism as a whole, as both a theoretical construct and also a methodological pursuit, is that students stop too soon. It's great to get to the point, and a very productive point, to be able to name your act, agent, agency, scene, and purpose. But once you name them, and you have these 5 names here, you have to do something with that. And that's when ratio analysis comes into play. Ratio analysis is, i.e., when you match up the terms, because what you're trying to ultimately find is what is the dominant term. After you do your ratio analysis, your dominant term is going to be used to find what Kenneth Burke thinks is the most important thing about human communication, uncovering the ultimate or true motive for someone. In the case of this story of Thelma and Louise, and the scene that you've witnessed before, we're left to ask ourselves, why did they have to die? Why did they have to go off of the cliff? After just watching the movie, most people are led to the thought that they had to drive off the cliff because otherwise they were going to go to jail, and that's what they were really scared of. But I think that the power that is displayed, female power displayed throughout this film, leads us to a different conclusion, and one that pentatic analysis can help us get to. So, why did they kill themselves? Let's look to our dominant term. In this case, the dominant term comes out to be purpose. Purpose, as stated earlier by Nicole, is to escape. Now that we've gotten to this point, we have another additional question. What are they trying to escape from? And I would argue from a dramatistic perspective that they were trying to escape from more than just a bad husband or sexual harassment at a job or a rape attempt in the case of that scene with Brad Pitt. Instead, what they were trying to escape from was something bigger. And from a feminist perspective, we would say that they were trying to escape patriarchy, i.e., the overall male-centered hegemonic control in society, as symbolized through sexual harassment, faulty husband, rape attempts, etc. throughout the film. So when you see them in their car speeding off of that cliff, that is symbolizing something much more than they just didn't want to go to jail. Unfortunately, what it is symbolizing is how difficult it is to get outside of patriarchal control. In fact, by the end of the film, what they're left with is their only option to leave patriarchy, to leave society, i.e., going over the cliff.